drops with high voltage. There will be next week. Monday drops resume for Snap. My web shop roulette. Did I do that yesterday? Oh, yes, I did do my web shop roulette yesterday. Yeah. I'll refresh here in a second. Oh. Debate if I want to buy the Red Wing bundle or not. Assuredly, I hit a gold Crackle Kitty Pride eventually, yes. Is Second Dinner doing anything different with high voltage this time around? I mean, they put it during Infinity Ultron week for a reason. I don't know that he'll be good in high voltage, but he'll probably be less bad than he is on ladder, to say the least. I'm doing well, King Kuba. Good afternoon. Anti-Venom's not bad. Nah, it's a good piece of art, for sure. Misery Ultron is very accurate. It is, unfortunately. What else do I want to do in this? Maybe a moonstone? Maybe a moon girl? I would be very surprised if Infinity Ultron is a good card as is. Might be better in this game mode, but that also remains to be seen. Is Frigga too long to set up with? No, I don't think so. You're happy to play Victoria Hand as your last turn? Oh wait, Maw goes in every deck, and if Maw is in every deck, Mirage actually becomes better, which is nice. I thought it was supposed to go up with the rollover today. Am I wrong? Yeah, there it is. Coolio. Who's our card? It's a sweet Black Bolt. Oh, Toxidoxy. Give 2 cards in your hand plus 2 power. You can't play them next turn. This assuredly makes hand buff finally playable, yes? This assuredly makes hand buff finally playable. Weird effect. I think it's sweet. It's a really neat way to make a 2/5. You could play her with War Machine. I would be surprised if playing her with War Machine was good. Oh my gosh, is there a phantom pimple on high voltage? I think there's a phantom pimple on high voltage shit. Why? Why is there a phantom pimple? We got a Cosmo, Wong Gamers. Also protects our stuff from tech cards. Do I want any other goodies with Moonstone? Fister Mantastic. Toxie's definitely a neater card than Dum Dum Dugan, that's for sure. Oh, I forgot it was supposed to be him, right? Ravona works with some of Ultron Stones. I think that's too narrow. Collector. Do I have enough for Collector? I have Hawkeye, Frigga, Infinity Ultron, Moon Girl. Do I want a 6-drop for the quest? I have play 5s. Oh, what are the banned cards? It's a good... Does it click here? This is the same as last time, yeah? Oh, do we play Dino? Maybe Dino doesn't suck. I'm gonna play Dino, Cope. Juggernaut's probably the correct answer. I want to play Dino. Jug is so good in this mode. You don't need those last 3 words. He's good everywhere. Ooh. Ooh, this is a piece of candy, yeah? So I get to copy Ebony Maw now? Carter is probably the best she'll ever be in this game mode. That's an interesting thought, too. I wonder if that's the reason why they gave us another week of our high voltage as 2 months in a row, just because a bunch of the new cards are extra good here. Go left! Unlucky. Okay.
Behold my mighty hand. Behold my mighty hand.
Oh, are they tribunal stuff and that's why they frowned this? Because Nexus is bad for tribunal stuff. Yeah, Vormir was not great for them. The Nexus wasn't great for them, but then Vormir made things worse, yeah.
There's no strings on me.
Oh, interesting. Are they Patriot then? They got us? They are Patriot and they got us. Chad, I'm getting this sinking feeling that Devil Dinosaur might not be very good. I think there is a strong possibility that this Devil Dinosaur card might be bad. Hey, Tableau, thank you for the 13 months. Appreciate that continued support. Welcome back. Good afternoon. I think? Question mark? What do we think? All right, Ultron is very large. Does this game have a lot of bots, or are there no bots at higher ranks? There's the only place that doesn't have any bots is the only place in Marvel Snap that has no bots is the Infinite, post Infinite. Has no bots. Even as high as like the 90s on the ladder before Infinite can have AI opponents. I'm missing so many 700 gold variants right now. It's crazy. Conquest has bots. I think there's queue time bots in Conquest, or is there not? There's definitely you get one guaranteed bot your first match in Silver, Proving Grounds, and Gold, I know. The game sounds are almost unhearable. Is that true? It looks like they're at the spot where they're almost always at. Can I get a second opinion? Are the game sounds almost off? My mixer says they're about where they're supposed to be. Fine here. Okay. Maybe something weird on the YouTube side of the stream. They're a little lower than normal. I'll give them a touch, I guess. Maybe I bump something. All right, so we're gonna shove Wong into this deck, I think. I don't need Ludus now. I think I want a copy of Mystique. Do we need Quinjet? I think we want Quinjet, yeah. Maybe we give up Snow Guard? Do I need Quinjet? I guess Ravona discounts a lot of the stones. Is it just like Maw, Baron, Zemo? Probably. Zemo sucks into opposing mods. You play Zemo on turn 5. Or turn 3, whatever the last turn is. Take my Baron! So rude. He discarded Starbrand. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it and do it and do it and do it again. Who's got 2 thumbs and is ready to get juggernauted out of this game? This guy right here. Oh, yeah, it's the good stuff, gamers. I can't believe they didn't add him to the ban list this time around. Seems like a big mistake. See how many times I cue the ladder by mistake? I think the game has gotten to a point where cards like Juggernaut and Gambit should get redesigns. At a minimum, they should lose points of power. I don't know. I don't know that I agree with they should be redesigned, but I do kind of feel strongly that, like, why are these cards still... Why are these cards still 3/3s? Hello, toddler girl. Oh, your dress is so pretty.
Daddy, guess what? My shoes were black.
Your shoes are black. Oh, because you went and took your picture for kindergarten today?
Yeah, I was signing up for kindergarten.
Signing up for kindergarten?
I'm excited to put Benjamin.
You're excited to go to Benjamin?
Yes, because I'm doing it when I'm 5.
You're gonna be 5? I know, I'm excited.
I'm 5. You're my 5 mate. 5 mate. 5 mate. What's this girl's name?
Which one? This one?
No.
This one?
Yes.
That's Mystique.
Who is she? A superhero?
She is a superhero.
Who's that?
That's Wong. Wong is also a superhero.
All of these are superheroes. All of these.
Some of them are villains.
Um.
I guess Mystique's technically a villain.
Like which one?
The blue lady.
Like this one? I don't like that.
You don't like bad guys?
Which one's a superhero? Tell me. All the ones that down here are superheroes?
Infinity Stone with a bunch of Wongs was cute.
Danny, all of these down here superheroes?
Is Moonstone a villain or a hero, chat? I don't know on that one. Wong's a hero, and this, you know who this one is, right?
No.
You don't know who this one is?
No.
Let me make him big. I think you know who this one is. Oh, I guess he's usually red when you see him. That's Iron Man. That's a special black villain. Special black suit Iron Man.
Oh, is this girl in the middle super?
Moonstone is technically a villain. Oh, she's a bad lady.
No, she's so bad.
Ah, don't be scared. It's okay. It's okay.
Mommy can't get me something to eat, so you have to.
I think brothers can help you get something to eat, okay?
No.
Brothers are here.
What if Jacob and Declan don't want to do it?
Do you tell them they have to, or I'm taking their phone away?
Jacob and Declan aren't even down here.
I know you love threatening your brothers, so tell them they have to help you get food, or they're losing their phones.
What?
What? Yep, you heard me.
Why do they have to live phone for that thing? Right.
Turn 1 Wiccan, lucky.
5 feet.
Oh, Moonstone's in the Thunderbolts. Oh, fun. I'm looking forward to that movie.
Honey,
Looks really good.
Have a bad guy. Man, I know that bad guy. Hey, we have that one. I don't know some of them down here. Can you tell me which ones that I haven't signed yet?
What if I do this? Is this crazy?
Hey, I want you to tell me who.
I'm kind of into it.
I want you to tell me who these two are.
This is Baron Zemo.
Yeah.
He's a bad guy.
No.
And this is Silver Surfer. He's kind of a hero.
He's a hero? Oh,
Okay, with the ant maze, we might have a shot to win here, I suppose. Probably not. They'll need to add 6.
I don't like the villains with the tentacles.
You don't like the villains with the tentacles?
Yeah. What's the ones I haven't saw yet named? What's the ones I haven't saw?
I think we're cooked, Taylor.
Are we cooked?
We're cooked.
Why are we cooked?
Why are we cooked? Because we're losing.
Oh. We're losing.
Oh no!
Why did we losing?
Because we're unlucky.
Cause why are the star things? That bubble superheroes. What doing? Daddy.
Yes, Taylor.
Tell me this one and this one.
This is Ultron.
I forgot.
This one's Silver Surfer. See, he's on a surfboard.
It's the ones I haven't seen that all the way up there. Can you take the ones from... I want that! My dad! Give me something to eat!
You can go upstairs and you know where the snacks are, and if you need help, your brothers can help
I
you.
want yogurt.
Okay. Declan can help you get the yogurt. He knows how to get yogurt. And hey, if you have Declan put yogurt in the bowl, you can get your own M&Ms for it, okay? Okay, yeah, have fun. I knew that would get her. Enjoy. Oh my goodness, I queued for rank. I'm blaming the toddler. I queued for rank. It's really frustrating that the interfaces in this game are such trash. The fact that it's so easy to queue for ranked by mistake when you're just because you're like clearing your missions in other spots for high voltage. So obnoxious. What happened? Is Declan busy?
Yes.
Yes, what is he doing?
Play with it.
Tell him I said he needs to take a break and help you.
He is gonna take a break soon.
Oh, he just needs a minute? Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you that so you know.
That's fine. I appreciate the status update.
And by the way, I would have been film. I'm staying with my daddy. My daddy. Check.
Alright, thank you, Declan.
But I know. Oh,
She can do her own M&Ms within reason. She has very shiny hair, she does. Alright, we're gonna set up this really sweet Nexus for next turn. Ready to get Juggernauted, gamers? I know, oh no. Oh no. This game mode's gonna be unplayable, isn't it? My goodness. I thought maybe Ultron could be salvageable here, but it's actually just gonna be unplayable. It's been all Juggernauts and Teenage Warheads all the way down so far. Yes, correct. Yeah, you don't have to, at least we don't have to win. We can just like put 20 more power out a couple more times here and like go do something else.
I am Iron Man.
That's a bot. They see some in. I think we're good. I think we're good.
I am Iron Man.
All right, I believe that was the last two we needed for our missions here, right? Cool. Now there is some question of, do I want to spew gold to get to Toxidoxy, I guess? Because, like, this is, like, this unironically might be the most interesting card to release this month. Part of me wants to spew gold to get to Toxidoxy. It's just so much gold, though, right? Does she look good? I don't know if she's good, but she's less bad than some of these other cards, at least. I mean, I do need to record some ladder highlights for YouTube content. Is a thing for sure. She's probably playable. Part of the question too is it worth my sanity to try and play over the weekend as well? I don't know that I want to. So buying refills now. How much is each refill? I need 12,000. I'm gonna do freaking math, aren't I? Pull out the calculator. $10,000 divided by 875 times 300. It's 3,000 gold. 3,000 gold to power my way to her. Do I want to spend $50 to get Toxie early? Well, I guess it's not quite 50. It's like 40 bucks this bundle. That's a wild one. This bundle's like 3,000 gold. Nah, I was gonna play some regular. How much will you make if you have the first Toxie vid? Actually, no extra money, just so we're clear. There's no extra money to be made for having the first Toxie video. Ranked will be empty because of high voltage. I don't think that's true, especially at my more nosebleedy rank. We'll see. Well, this would be good for us, except they're a movement deck. So I'm definitely doing this. And I think it's this. Why are we not playing high voltage? I finished all of my high voltage quests for the day, and high voltage content does not do any numbers. So rather than... I did my 3 high voltage missions or whatever, and I wanna try and make sure I have a deck highlight every single day for the Snap YouTube channel. And I'm running a little short on those since yesterday's stream got cut short. Well, that's rude. Iron Patriot the face down here. That's cute. It's good for us. That's awkward. Jeff, you have to get the adorable redling so I can live vicariously through you. I have enough resources to keep getting cards in Snap, and in the short term at least until we figure out what the full price is gonna be, I'm cutting back my extra cosmetic spending. For people who weren't here yesterday, the stream got cut short yesterday because we had a toilet malfunction on the second floor of my house that were about $3,000 deep in mitigation costs, and we haven't gotten quotes for repairs yet, so let's see. Figure out what our surprise repair bill is gonna be. Where could Doxy work? Is she a bounce card? Maybe she's definitely a hand buff card. Ooh, Ghost Rider Werewolf. That's cute. They've been to Gore. Yep. Oh, they're Khonshu gaming. That's fun. If the wolf jumps to wherever Khonshu is, there'll be 19 there. I just shang the wolf, right? It's so boring that that's the answer, but it is. He's such a boring card. It's the right play. Yeah, bye bud. Victory. Bye bud. I gotta hold Yeller the werewolf. Gotta respect the tenacity of the opponent playing the werewolf by night deck when Scream's the best deck in the format. Or dojo. Dojo does not contain fear on the opponent's side. Well, I mean, at least that's a wash. Do I want that? I don't know that I do with the sandbar. Yeah, high voltage certainly isn't safe from Marvel Snap the tech cartoning that we currently have. Speaking of Scream being the best deck. I think I'm just playing Misery as a 4/8 here. And then we'll like Infinity Ultra next turn. Twin to win. Thank you for the over 6 years. Welcome back. Appreciate it. The problem here is Infinity Ultra just kind of sucks, yeah? I don't know how I ever win the game after I play Infinity Ultra in here, right? I just had to replace our roof as a surprise due to a leak. That one is not cheap either. One of my buddies just had to redo his roof. It was the tuna 20 or 30 grand. Depending on some details. I should flip these, yeah? Yeah, I think so. Why does he cost 5? Why do the stones cost 3? Asking the real questions. Alright, this only puts them at 15, so I tie them center and they don't get the Sam Wilson discount at least. This feels like I have a Juggernaut snap. You think it's an Enchantress snap? It's a Lady Deathstrike snap. Yeah, it could be a Lady Deathstrike snap. I don't think I can play around that one. I'm gonna put him on Juggernaut. Juggernaut middle. Oh, Cannonball. Rip. They have Mockingbird in their deck? Why do they have Mockingbird in their deck? Was this generated? Oh, it was an Iron Patriot card. Oh my goodness. And they were able to play it for basically free because of the Nord dimension and the Titan. That's so unlucky. Oh, that's brutal. We tied the Iron Patriot lane, so they didn't get the discount from it. It was just 1 to 2 cost because of the way everything else worked out. I think I Kate and then Sam on 3, so that way I can go like 2 plus 1 on 3 here. Well, that's nice. Now I wish I would have acid arrowed aggressively on the right. I think it's this. I think it's this. And we'll be shanging in the middle at some point, obviously. I think I'm both in a good spot, and I would like Hydra Bob not to be in Castle Blackstone anymore. He jumps when someone snaps, so I think I want to move him along.
Victory.
Normally I don't snap much when we're playing on stream, just because I don't want all my opponents to retreat like is common at my rank, but there was a tactical reason to move Robert there, so we did it. Get Iron Patriot going and then back him up with Demon to discount his card here. Huh. I think we could have our cake and eat it too here, yeah? Yes, you should snap here if you're snapping. Like I mentioned earlier, I generally speaking just don't snap though. Want to actually be able to play games. It is very sad Nico rolled past her location change mode already. Hopefully they're not playing Clog. Narrator, they were playing Clog. Order for Demon. I think I want Victoria to live, not Misery. Is Ultron the worst card in this deck? I am not convinced that this deck wants to play Ultron. I think there's a good chance it's a good old-fashioned content creator special of we took the new card that's not very good and shoved it into an existing deck that's kind of fine and are playing it and calling it good enough. I don't know how we ever win from here. Unironically, am I supposed to just like fill my entire board so that way they can't clog me? What do we think? Is that my best shot to win? I think it is, yeah. And just, yeah, their deck doesn't put a ton of points on the board. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have put Blink in the same path as Pim Arrow, because Blink's gonna be Shangable. Oh no, wait, I'm wrong? I'm wrong. Okay, and now they need 9 points on the left while making sure to not spend at least 1 energy, which means that I died a cannonball, so we should leave. Oh wait, this is a regular Hulk? Weird. We're dead to cannonball plus a 1 or a 2. Do they have a 1 or a 2 in their deck? No, that's a regular Hulk. Alright, fine. Take my cube. They do. Okay. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna throw this deck in a trash can, and when we get back, I've got one more Infinity Ultron deck where he may or may not be terrible that I want to try. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Don't go anywhere. High Voltage gameplay was mostly Juggernauts and Teenage Warheads. I'm surprised both those cards were still legal. So we did our quests and then kind of got out of there. Spoiler alert, he'll be terrible. Maybe. Or do this when we get back. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. BRB. I mean, to be fair, regular Marvel Snap is pretty tech card soupy as well. So Second Dinner has said, if you want to get the Hydra Stomper Week Spotlight variants, you're going to need to wait. You're going to need to wait to update your client and then pull with Spotlight keys before you update your client and have everything converted. But if you log in on the updated client before doing that, they just won't be available to you in the short term. We're figuring out what they want to do with them in the long term, but in the short term, they just won't be there. Did you get your ceiling sorted? Well, I mean, kinda. I have a picture here still. I don't have a picture. So it was, we're not in danger of any rain having a problem, because it was the middle floor of my home, but there's a large hole in my ceiling. And then my master bathroom is currently missing its toilet and some flooring. For those who weren't here yesterday, we had to end early because we had some water problems come up. The flange on the floor cracked. The flange on the floor where the toilet connects cracked, and then because this was backed up, and then the line runs from over here on the second floor over through here. So all this drywall was wet. So we've got that cut out, and there's currently fans and stuff running on the main floor and the upstairs to pull all the moisture out. Yes, and it was gross. It was gross water, so they also had to do. They have some type of chemical that they spray that does for whatever remediation, whatever they call it. That's supposed to take out all the ick from toilet water. But it wasn't cheap, but we paid professionals to hopefully mean there will not be mold once we seal it back up. We're currently about $3,000 deep in plumbers and remediation bills. Will insurance cover it? So the joy of homeowners insurance is our deductible is $2,500. So depending on what the put it back together price is going to be, it probably makes sense to just pay it out of pocket. Because if you make a claim and actually use the insurance that you pay monthly for, your rates go up. So any claim that we make needs to be enough that it's worth having the rates go up in perpetuity. Yeah, I mean, insurance companies don't make money by paying for things. Alright, so they're a discard enjoyer. Which means that this Carmartage is also good for them. I'm not sure who that collapse mine was better for. I almost feel like if I was on the discard player side, I might have just not... Oh my goodness, I accidentally queued up with the wrong version of the deck. This is the high voltage build we put together, which was bad. Can't even blame the toddler for that one. That was all my fault, not paying attention while I was clicking.
Coconut.
All right, and then we're just hoping to draw. any 3-drop next turn so we can go 3-drop Surfer. Hey, I love you, Toddler, but Daddy kinda needs to focus for work, okay?
No.
I'm your dad. I am your dad.
I like these. I like these so much. I think I put some more of this on these.
Alright, so I found the 3-drop, but Surfer's only adding 8 on the left, so I think we need to go here. If we boomer snap, they always retreat. Absolutely not.
Escaped.
Isn't Surfer adding 16 left? Even if the Surfer is adding 16 on the left, I'm losing to Modok there, yeah? If they have Modok and they have Swarm plus Bullseye? Very, very, very dead. Ladder again. I meant to play ladder. I didn't mean to queue up with a high voltage deck. Well, nowhere is exactly what we want to see with our Infinity Ultron deck. Okay, Luna gets us, well, actually, do I even want to draw a card here? I don't, right? Because I haven't made any plays yet. And if I draw a card, I actually brick one of my Infinity Ultron stones. Are they playing Dracula stuff, maybe? I think I remember seeing some Dracula builds that were playing these cards. Are the Infinity Ultron stones better than the card? Maybe. None of them are great, if we're being honest. What if I do this, actually, and then next turn we go Ravonna Moonstone here in the workshop? Well, it could be a Red Wing deck. Yeah, Red Wing Dracula is probably it. On a stage, just because I want to see a game play out, but we're playing Infinity Ultron out, so I assume we lose here. So this makes the contents of our hands really cheap, but Cassandra Nova is also only 2 points of power, so it's not particularly good. Oh, you think they're a weird Galactus deck? Yeah, I suppose they could be.
Speed. What? And I'll use my firing power.
I can't play for all three, so we're super dead to an Infinite.
Everybody line up. I up.
Escaped.
Hey, Daddy. Guess what?
Yeah, Sailor Girl.
I got green pies and I bought them out of the car and Starry's in this bag and the green guy, but they're still in her bag.
Okay.
And now we have to get them from her party, from Maddie's party, because they're going to be in her bag.
The greenstone feels so weirdly like it wants a specific like that's the big one of the biggest like Infinity Ultron has a lot of problems. One of which is that just like the rates on all of his cards for the energy you spend are bad.
Just the best.
But another very real part of Ultron's many issues is that another very real part of Ultron's many issues is simply the fact that his stones are all very specific of the types of effects that they want from you. I think it's just this.
It's good. I'll take it.
Turn off Asteroid M for a go round.
I need
So they're not typically a Luke Cage deck. So I would expect that Doombot on the left to stay penalized. And then, like, maybe we roll Mind Stone? But even rolling Mind Stone just isn't good enough here, right? I guess we could roll... I guess if we roll a stone that has 1 power alongside with Mind Stone, we could play Stone Stone Surfer between Ravonna and Quinjet. Infinity Ultron might unironically be the worst card to release in this game since Bruce Banner. And like never mind the overarching I can't believe like the game's in the state of just like all of the tech cards constantly being too good, but like
I could sit on your lap.
come here, Toddler.
Lay down.
I am your dad. Yep.
I'm laying down. Me. Me.
I think I'm just sending Victoria away. Hulkling at least lets you know if it's gonna be terrible before you play it out. That's honestly brutally true.
Me.
Ravona.
Like, the one that has the one that's always. Oh my
The
god.
one with the wand. Yep.
Let's start with the C again.
This one?
Another one is the C. It's the Iron Man one. The Iron Man one. The other one. The
Oh.
other one.
Which one, Haley?
The one, like the other one that has the
Iron
C.
Man.
There's none of them up here with the C, baby.
Iron Man.
No. I
Can you
mean,
point? That's Ravona.
what's her power?
What is her power? She's a time traveler.
Daddy. And what's Iron Man's power?
What's Iron Man's power? He's got super tech powers.
Are these still helpers?
Those are Snow Guard's helpers. The hawk and the bear.
But this one just flies them around, and this one runs them around. Hey, Daddy, when you're done with war, you.
Oh.
Dad, hey, Daddy, what did I say when you said after I'm done with work?
I can't play this card anymore. It's just so bad. We'll be able to get weekend missions done with it in high voltage, thankfully, but
What card can you not play with anymore?
Ultron, he's terrible.
What's
He's just not even fun while he's terrible either.
Who's Ultron?
He's so clunky. Yeah, Snowguard, Bear, and Hawk are significantly better than the Stones.
Beep, 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 beep.
It's not close.
Beep, 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 beep.
I love you and you're precious, but can you go watch your show?
I want to show you a song.
You want to show me a song? After you show me the song, can you go watch your show?
I need to sing it.
Okay, sing your song for me.
Well, it takes long.
Okay, you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Like cows in the kitchen, moo moo moo.
Moo moo moo.
Cows in the kitchen, moo moo moo. That's what we do down farmer. and two more animals, and we don't do all the animals.
Are there other animals in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pigs in the pantry, oink oink oink.
Oh.
Pigs in the pantry, oink oink oink. Pigs in the pantry, oink oink oink. That's what we do, dumb farmer. Ducks in the dishes, quack quack quack. Ducks in the dishes, quack quack quack. Ducks in the dishes, quack quack quack. That's what we do, dumb farmer.
All right, love you. Thank you for singing your song.
And I forgot the second part. I only know how to tell you that. Okay, so the animals open the door and a pig stands on a cow, and then the pig opens the door, and then they escape, and then the sheep just jumped on the farmer and woke him up.
Okie doke.
My dad.
I am your dad.
I'm gonna watch you again.
Okay, you can hang out. Let's try a little bit with this one. If you want to hang out, you just got to be a quiet listener, okay? Okay.
When you're done with working, get me something to eat.
You know where all the snacks are, my toddler.
I don't want a snack. I want something from the fridge that won't get all over the carpet in the living room. It's not gonna be yogurt or something. It's not gonna be yogurt. Almost finished that.
Kang's a better 5-drop than Ultron. I mean, at least Kang is free. Well, I mean, that gives us priority. Drop Rocket and Groot down. I'm gonna armor the Nidavellir, because we're not a Shang deck and most other people are. Both pigging Nimrod and armoring there. That's a wonderful, wonderful game of Marvel Retreat to kick us off here today.
Hey.
Wonderful, wonderful game of Marvel Retreat. Probably a Galactus gamer, yeah.
Where's my cow? Why is there shock? Why is there shock in this game?
I think the new high voltage card looks somewhat reasonable.
Have you played with the shark before?
I have. You know what the shark's name is?
I know.
The shark's name is Jeff.
Why is his name Jeff?
Because that's his name, Jeff the Shark.
Why didn't they? Is that note his name?
Yeah, Toxie's a card we'll probably spend some time playing with. It's obviously probably reasonable in reasonable in hand buff, and then there's some other things I think to explore too, but
Jeff.
I'm gonna wait to get the card organically through high voltage because it costs like $50 worth of currency.
I want you to play with Jeff.
It costs like $50 worth of currency to get Toxie ASAP from high voltage, and I won't make nearly $50 extra from content getting the card sooner.
I want you to play with Jeff the Shark. I want you to play with Jeff the Shark.
We do have Jeff the Shark. We gotta draw him.
Play with Jeff.
Killmonger is a lovely one to not to think about.
Play with Jeff the Shark.
Can we draw armor so I can snap this?
Play with Jeff the Shark. Play with Jeff
Perfect.
the Shark. Play with Jeff the Shark.
And then they're playing Killmonger, so they're gonna stay here because they're a Shang-Chi deck.
I want you to play with Jeff the Shark. Play with Jeff the Shark. Play with Jeff the Shark.
Yoink.
Play with Jeff the Shark. Go up. Play with Jeff
Rocket and Groot is real solid into Xandar.
the Shark. Play with Jeff the Shark. Play with Jeff the Shark.
Oh yeah, Rocket and Groot on their hope path.
Play with Jeff the Shark. Play
Hey, there's Jeff the Shark.
Jeff the Shark. Mimi, Jeff the Shark.
Can we snap again? Asking the real questions.
Jeff the
To
Shark.
Moon Girl by Miles like it's 2023.
Jeff the Shark. Jeff. To Jeff the Shark.
There are two Jeff the Sharks. You're right.
Jeff the Shark. 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 Hey, Daddy. I know who these guys are. Spin, but what's
Who's
his
this?
Spin? What's his power?
That's Miles.
What's his name?
That's Miles. You know who Miles is.
Yeah, he's in the Spidey team. And Daddy.
Yes, Haley.
But what's his power?
This is power. He's a Spider-Man.
Yeah, that means his power is webs. His power is webs. His power.
His power is webs.
and to spin. Why?
Because this is Moon Girl. She made a copy of them. Do they ever beat this? How do they ever beat this?
Why can Moon Girl make copies?
They feel safe because they have Sanctum.
Make another copy of Jeff the Shark.
And we should make more Jeff the Sharks. I agree.
Yeah, Jeff the Shark. Jeff the Shark. Make 10 Jeff the Shark.
Do I lose to Juggernaut Surfer on the left? I guess it depends on where Moon Girl goes.
Hey, Daddy, I want you to make 10 Jeff the Shark.
No, we're super good.
Make 10 Jeff the Shark.
10 Jeff the Sharks. I think 2 is plenty.
No, I want more. I want more. I don't want 2. I want more than 2 Jeff the Sharks. I want more Jeff.
Look at our adorable baby land shark.
More Jeff the Shark.
So nice. We'll play him twice.
More Jeff the Shark.
Okay, we'll play more sharks in a minute, baby girl. If you want to hang out in here, I need you to just be a good listener and hang out, okay?
Okay. What?
2024. I'm pretty sure Jeff the Shark was bad through most of 2024, yeah? Jeff the Shark being good's like Snap 2023 energy, I'm relatively certain.
Is there more Jeff the Sharks this time? What?
I think I wait on Ant-Man until we know where Armor's gonna end up at.
Miles is here. Miles is here. Miles is here. Miles is here. Miles is here.
Oh, Gorgon is sad. Jeff was the premier 2-drop in Marvel Snap for a very long time.
I want more Jeff the Sharks. I want more Jeff the Sharks. I want more Jeff the Sharks. I want more Jeff the Sharks.
I don't know how we ever win this game.
I want more Jeff the Sharks. Oh. More Jeff the Sharks. Why can't we have more Jeff?
Haley girl, remember I said quiet listening? Otherwise I need you to go upstairs, okay? Or go play in the basement.
More Jeff the Sharks. More Jeff the Sharks.
Yeah, hey, we just gotta go. Normally Moon Girl with She-Hulk would be enough, but with Gorgon here making everything cost 1 more that we do.
It's Gorgon.
This is one of the tough things about Snap. It's like I feel like a lot of my like B and B- decks have been pushed out more and more as they've added more tech cards. Because it's like Gorgon is like almost assuredly intended to be like an Agamotto / like Aeroshim hate card, and then like it incidentally splashes these other decks I've enjoyed playing, pushing them even further out than they already were.
Jeff the Shark.
Hey, look, it's Jeff the Shark.
Yay.
And hey, look, it's a way to copy Jeff the Shark. Should we make more Jeff the Sharks?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, just for you.
Yes. Jeff the Shark.
Destiny chat. She wants more Jeff the Sharks, and we have a way to do it.
Jeff the Shark.
Oh my goodness, it's another Jeff the Shark.
Oh, it's another Jeff the Shark. There's 2 Jeff the Sharks. I want both Jeff.
Wow, Haley, they took away our ability to copy Jeff. They're so mean.
Oh, Jeff the Shark. Next time, don't tell them. Next time, don't tell them.
I always feel a little bitter when I see someone playing a deck like the opponent's playing, because I know anytime I would pick up and play this deck, I would just queue into Scream 6 games in a row.
Daddy.
And it's like, if I can't have fun with it, other people shouldn't be allowed to have fun with it.
Next time, don't tell them that. But you told them.
Ant-Man, yeah,
We're
it's
gonna-
pretty good.
Next time, don't tell them that we're gonna make more copies of Jeff the Shark.
Okay, we'll keep it secret next time.
Please, Jeff the Shark.
I did make 1 more Jeff the Shark, you're right.
We only had more permission to make 1 Jeff the Shark. We only had permission to make one Jeff the Shark.
So this gets us to 12 over here. Which is probably good enough. Yeah, they're actually just leaving. Two She-Hulks, which they could interpret from Moon Girl. And go She-Hulk, She-Hulk, and then 2 Jeffs, or maybe just a Red Guardian, depending. Afternoon, Justin. They knew you had 2 Jeffs, so they left. It's true.
Do you have permission to make more Jeff the Sharks now? Permission to make more Jeff the Sharks?
Maybe.
Now we have 3 Jeff the Sharks.
We only ever start with 1 Jeff.
I know.
Sunspot's a little late. Do I want to put Sam in the center? I'll put him on the right.
I see him late. I see him late. I don't know why Sam was late. Do I see him late? We have Jeff the Shark now. Jeff the Shark came out.
So I think I want to do this so we can Moon Girl next turn. That way if we draw Miles or She-Hulk, we still have time to pass on 5.
Oh, Jeff the Shark. Jeff the Shark. I want you to make one more Jeff the Shark. One more Jeff the Shark. One more Jeff the Shark.
I think I'm staying, question mark. Think they're a Killmonger deck? I don't know what else they're doing with Viper yet. Is the problem.
What did they do with Viper? Yeah.
Ah.
Did they kill us on mission to make more Jeff the Sharks? They kill on mission to...
It's Viper flavored tech cards. All right, Chip. I'm gonna deliver the toddler upstairs while we take an ad break.
Yeah?
I'll see you in a couple of minutes. We're gonna try out some more of this when we return. Thanks for hanging out. No, go anywhere.
I want something to eat.
Yeah, we'll get you a snack. Beer, beep.
I don't want a snack.
Arr.
Yeah, I don't want a snack. I don't want a snack.
send some snacks for chat, something like that. We got the toddler some leftover garlic bread from last night's dinner. What does Bounce need? Bounce is fine. We played some Bounce the other day and it wasn't terrible. Yondu means our Killmonger senses are on high alert. Thankfully, they just bricked that, so we can snap them because we have Sam Wilson. I guess they have Killmonger to unlock the center. Oh, are they bounce actually? Right, we picked a Nico. Sable probably means there's some type of weird bounce deck, so Falcon. The decks showing visually on the left and right side of my screen are the untapped tracker. Post a link for that on the YouTube side. Quake could be fun. How could Quake be fun? They're already kind of forced to play into the location that Quake is at. Or that Clintar is at, I mean. I guess I kind of played out too many cards, so now I don't have enough room for the shield to move with Sam, meaning I lose value on that. Because Strange Academy... Yeah, I think I messed up. I should have not played Miles. And then the shield would have moved with Sam Wilson, giving me an extra 2 points. Give me more flexibility on the last turn. Well, them getting locked in. They're locked in for one in the center. And I think it's just this then, yeah? Red Guardian right would kill Elsa. Yeah, but I think I'd rather just have 5 points Syria. With Rocket and Gert jumping over, they're gonna take such a big penalty here to Phil. So we're going to 20. Deck is empty. Oh, I guess Silver Sable and Yondu are technically a non-bow, aren't they? Because decking your opponent out means your Sable doesn't get +2 on the last turn like this. Seems real schmedium for the opponent. These are 3 locations. I mean, I've got Sam on the right, and I've got Rocket and Groot in hand, so they don't even get their Iron Patriot discount because we've got Jeff. Do we want extra Jeffs? No, I want to deny them the Iron Patriot discount, so I don't have any surprises at the end of the game. Zabu could be Doom 2099. I don't think I'm remotely playing around that. Off of only seeing that. Doom 2099 is not a very popular card. You shouldn't play around unpopular cards. Alright, would love a Sunspot. Thank you for asking. All things considered, this hand's pretty good, given that, if I was a snapping man, I think I would snap this hand on Subterranea. Just given how reasonably strong it is as an opener. Magic and Adam Warlock, There are no bots inside of Infinite Gamers. It's a real, living, breathing human being. Oh, Brood means Killmonger's a concern. Oh, I can move the center. That's a fun call. We'll be able to protect Sunspot on the last turn, potentially, too. Yeah, that's fun. I think it's worth giving up 2 points of power to insulate the left against a Killmonger, potentially. Like, some of the opponent's builds don't play it, but I think it's a pretty low cost to play around, so we should. It's literally just only giving up the 2 points we'd be soaking at the end of the turn, and this puts us to 23 here, and we'd be 23 to 6, and then we'll be 18 in the center. They also got Subterranean and only had 2 cards left, so we're probably good to go either way, but that's one of those spots where it's like, well, the cost of playing around is relatively low. I think we go for it. That's unfortunate.
How mention that? What?
Hello, puppy.
I'll mention that. What? Hey, Daddy, we don't know which ice cream is which.
Which ice creams?
The ice creams in by the steps in the by the stairs that go downstairs. We don't know which ice cream is which. We know those are brothers, and I don't know which is which. I think the nice one is Declan's ice. The good one is Jake. I think it's Declan. And no, I don't like it Jacob's. I don't know which is which now. I know.
Ooh, Porking Victoria hand is very good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would be very surprised if Toxidoxy hitting spells as intended, given that they explicitly updated Gwenpool to not hit spells when spells were added to the game. It's fine, you're not in trouble. Not a big deal, Toddler. So they have 7 random cards in their hand from discarding a Helicarrier. And I have 4 She-Hulks. Who wins? It depends on if one of their cards was a Juggernaut, I suppose. One of them could be a Mobius. That's true. Penny lets them clone one of their cards on the left over to the right. I mean, I'm definitely staying. Come and get me. Does anybody know, have they ever commented on Speed's animation being bugged the way it constantly pops on and off every turn? That's gotta be bugged, yeah? They're cooked. Yeah, I'm adding 30 on the left. I'm adding 30 on the left and 40 in the center. Thanks for the raid views. Hope you had a good stream. I'm doing some she-hulking this afternoon because she's one of my favorites. Calm down, Carol. They would have lost even if Thanos went right? If Thanos went right on this, they would be at 27 here and 50 here, and we'd still be winning here and here. We'd have lost this one though. So that flip didn't matter. I'm playing Infinity Ultron inside of Scream. That's probably fine. I think Scream is likely the best deck in Marvel Snap at the moment, so it's certainly good enough to carry Infinity Ultron being mediocre. And you're correct, Space Stone does at least have some small amount of synergy there. So Stark Tower is gonna end up somewhere else. Rats. Lost my 50-50. I didn't think they'd play into the center because they want to end up wherever Stark Tower ends up at. Oh, hey, speaking of Infinity Ultron. Is this a Killmonger deck? And if we do this and turn their Ace Cube off? You want to turn their... I think they're just an Infinity Ultron deck, yeah? Sarah, yikes. Is Snap your primary game these days? I've been splitting my time relatively evenly between Snap and Pokemon Pocket. Okay, so... It might be Cope, but I think we're going to have priority coming out of this turn. And if I have priority coming out of this turn, I can armor on the right before they Killmonger me. I think I want to spend 1 energy to ham, though. Disrupting something in their hand sounds ideal. Actually, just all freaking tech cards all the way down. This is 14, 26, 31. This only ties their Juggernaut here. Probably dead. Leaving here is probably optimal, although they didn't play for the right. I guess I don't have a ton of points on the left, though, yeah? Brutal. Oh, so their last two cards in hand were Surfer, Absorbing Man. It's interesting to hear someone say, I haven't seen you since I played Magic the Gathering. It's good to see you here playing Snap, because, like, I don't know. I think I've been off of Magic the Gathering long enough that I'm definitely the Snap guy more than the Magic guy for a while now. We're coming up on 3 years since Marvel Snap soft launched here in a little bit, right? Was it May or June 22? I think it was May 22, yeah? Should you feel rude for playing King instead of High Voltage? Absolutely. Card's a giant time waste for everyone involved. Yeah, I agree. I think the take that I just timed out in chat that Spider Ham's a tech card is nonsense. Spider Ham is a form of disruption, but not all disruption is a tech card. Spider Ham is just a generically disruptive Marvel Snap card. It's not really hating on a particular archetype. In fact, they explicitly changed it because it was hating on a particular archetype. Right? Once upon a time, it was like really good against discard, and they stopped it from doing that or being that way. Thanos. It is not remotely a hate card for Thanos. I am not putting Spider Ham in my deck to tech Thanos, end quote.
Good job, Kitty.
Oh. So if I Spider Ham, I go to 13 here, and then I'd go to 23. What if I do this and then play for these two? Is that at all reasonable? It's close. We have to stay. Oh, they have Swarm. They top decked Swarm. Wow. All right. Well, we're absolutely mercilessly cooked. Oh. They top deck Swarm at Swarm and Handblade in hand. Wait, did I win? No way. No way did we win this game. Oh, it hadn't updated yet. Screw you, Marvel Snap. What a freaking tease. The fast forward feature just needs to be deleted from this game. It's such a buggy pile of trash. Just absolutely awful. I feel like, especially on board states like this, where it has to like reinitialize the numbers, like do armors animation, a lot of the time it feels like it doesn't even save time once it replays all the reinitialization things. Like you miss key things that are happening, and it doesn't even really meaningfully save time a lot of the time. Yeah, never mind the fact that you like lose valuable tactical information.
Why are you turning that
I
off?
turned the heater off because it's warm enough in here, I think. I turn it on when it's chilly, and then when it's warm enough, I turn it off.
And the heat, and it stays in here.
Yep, that's my personal heater.
And if someone opens the door.
When you open the door, some of the heat escapes. Yep.
Oh. And you don't want some of the heat to escape.
Ideally, no, I want the heat to stay in my office.
Yeah, but I have. That means when you do move, I have to come up too. Cause I'm down here.
Well, I was about to comment how it's really cool that I get to quake away their Iron Patriot location. However, now I don't get to do that. I'll get to quake away Asgard next term. I don't even know that that's really useful.
Hey, Daddy, do you know I learned something from my Blippi show?
What'd you learn?
I learned put your hand on the wall and put your hand on the door and feel if it's hot or cold. If it's cold, that means no fire's behind. If it is cold, fire's behind.
If there's a fire. Yeah, that's very smart.
Yeah, so do not go behind. Open that door. And then the second door, if it's cold or hot, you can go through it. Or if it's hot, fires, and don't go through it. Okay.
That's very smart. You have a good memory.
I remember. I want to watch Blippi and Mika on the adult TV.
Do you know which one is the Netflix button? Get the remote. I'll show you which button it is.
And just put it down here.
Yep.
I don't know how to turn it on. Oh, is it the one I pressed when I turned it off a day? I turned it off a day. I didn't.
Oh, now I can't move the shield because I'm giving them a copy of Miles.
Why are you making more copies of Miles? Why are you making more copies of Miles?
Nobody move.
Hey, some of your heat.
That's okay, Illigo. Alright, so they're gonna have 7 energy, and they're gonna have a 4 power Kitty Pride, and a Miles, and a Land Shark. Yeah, they're like definitely a Shang-Chi deck, right? If I do this, Or 25% to top deck their Shang here.
Hey, Daddy, I figured out which button is Disney, but it's not going to the Disney menu. I figured out.
Lose the breaker here. Oh no, save Elsa.
Hey,
Just
Daddy,
straight
I
up
figured out which button is Disney, but
This one's Disney and this one's Netflix. This is the Blippi menu. This one's the Blippi menu.
yeah, but I don't think it's going on. I don't know if it will turn to that menu.
It will. Just point it at it and it'll go.
Okay. Hug first?
Yes, you may have a hug first. Love you.
Hey, Dad. Bye-bye.
But Squanch left have won. No, I'm pretty sure we were losing by more than 10 there. On the left. But that's also the wrong question to ask yourself. If you want to get better at games like Marvel Snap card games, you shouldn't be asking yourself the question, could I have made a different play to win that game? The question you want to be asking yourself is, was there a logical reason to make a different play with the information that I had at the time? That's what you actually have to be figuring out. It's easy to look back with hindsight and be like, oh, this series of plays won the game. However, that's very different than, oh, this series of plays is good and wins me the game and makes sense to be making with the information we had. All right, the right side is very safe, except from Russians. Russians still gonna get you. Watch some Red Guardianus in the middle. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Well then. Oh, Marvel Snap. Why do you make it so hard to love you?
I'm about to juice this up.
Gosh, it would have been so good if we hadn't just been royally effed by locations.
Escaped.
Really tough beat. Quake's like, I'm in! Put me in, coach! Alas. Alas. Alright, so they're down Moonstone and Victoria Hand. Probably safe to say there's someone trying to enjoy Infinity Ultron. Well, I mean, at least if they're going to put cards in my hand, that one's playable and reasonable. Will I get a better Red Guardian target? I don't think so. Especially if they're just trying to play Infinity Ultron. play the Sunspot and Soak 4 here. It gives me a 2 energy She-Hulk if we draw her. Well, I mean, Nico was not kind to us. Went one short on this. Should have been a sick juke if so. I'm gonna get Juggernauted out of this game and curl up in a little ball and cry.
Victory.
I didn't have enough energy to play the Quake that last game. I only had 1 energy left. My She-Hulk costs 2. The right side location ends up being hostile. I could end up kind of sad here. Not explicitly hostile, but good for their hood. Are they playing Scorpion as like a good stuff card, maybe? Oh, that's fun. That lets me move Nidavellir here on the last turn. Deny them the demon bonus. Yeah, they're gonna leave the captain shield there because it looks like it's getting bigger, right? Okay, so they're just Ajax stuff, but so they're Ajax stuff, but with Hood, yeah, maybe they have Viper. Ham is pretty likely to tag Ajax, yeah. I think I do this, and then it's 2/2/2/2 next turn. This wins the right, yeah? It gives me 9 and 4 is 9 and 4 is 13, so I go to 22, and they lose 6, dropping to 20. Quake's so slick. And then Danger Room killing their thing means we're 100% on the left. Clean living for us there. Is there a deck of a way to get rid of Hood? Yeah, the card we had porked was Circe. I'm glad this deck doesn't feel embarrassing. It's an archetype I used to love. Sam's a sweet Miles enabler. Is Infinity Ultra Matt? Unironically, I think it might be the worst card to release in Marvel Snap since, like, Bruce Banner. It's really bad. Wow, X-23 and they're not an Era ship deck. Am I armoring here or am I armoring to protect my Sunspot? That's so close. I think I'm armoring them center and letting Sunspot eat it. Watch this be carnage. Oh my goodness. God, what year is it, chat? What year is it? My opponent's playing Destroy and I armored them? It's been so long. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Do 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 do. I like Infinity Ultron's design, but I like cards that are highly specific in their setup and synergy. See, I actually think one of the biggest reasons why I really don't like what's-his-name as a design is because he actually doesn't really have specific synergies. Like, his effect is so random, you can't deck build around his stones like at all, because you're not going to see them even in the games where you draw Infinity Ultron. And his stones all require such different specific deck building things around him. A second Destroy Enjoyer in a row.
I want the throne. I want the throne.
Honestly, and this probably sounds a little extreme, but I think it's where I'm at after such a limp set of seasons from Second Dinner, is I almost feel like Second Dinner should consider in their balance whatever their testing team thinks a card needs to be listed at in order to be balanced. They should consider just like taking all the numbers and pushing them up one or two. I think we'd be better off if they released more things that were too strong and then pulled them back, rather than having, you know, we're going on a month and a half of straight releases where most of them are kind of schmedium. Instructions clear. You want a 6-4, Captain Carter. Oh, man. So they haven't played Reality Stone yet is the thing. What if I do this? It forces these She-Hulks left, and then if they Reality Stone, I could win here and here. I don't love paying out Boomer Snappers, but I just want to actually play the game and see what happens. They have a free alright, I'll leave. They have a free copy of Death, too. I really hope Sanctum Showdown comes back next month. I feel like they've made us wait too long. I really miss that game mode. It really it's hard to emphasize how many of the things that are annoying about Marvel Snap Sanctum Showdown makes better. You get to actually see your games play out. Your games aren't just decided on turn 6 by a tech card. Like I honestly, and part of it's probably just that it's newer, but I honestly think I enjoy Sanctum Showdown as a game mode more than regular Marvel Snap at this point. I think my enjoyment of Marvel Snap as a whole would increase dramatically if I could just always play Sanctum Showdown. I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of like, we played a bunch of High Voltage, we played High Voltage for a bunch after it dropped, and after hitting a bunch of Teenage Warheads and, what's it called? I was kind of over it. We're dead to a clog deck here, unfortunately. Do you find the Sanctum meta stale with all the Guardian decks last time? I'm gonna be honest with you, the spot that I play it on the ladder doesn't have that much deck diversity anyways, so High Voltage really wasn't that much different. And if anything, I think the best decks in High Voltage were probably less better than the other things I was working on compared to the less better things I try and play on the ladder. IKEA are just mercilessly cooked. I don't think I've ever played a game where people think the metagame is fun. I thought the Guardian decks the Guardian decks weren't even the best performing decks in Sanctum Showdown by the time the game mode was done. The Zoo decks were actually had much better stats. Nix, thank you for the 16 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Bearded Bane, thank you for the 23 months. I think that's the biggest difference between the two is the Sanctum. Like, High Voltage is different than regular Snap, but the fact that Juggernaut is a giant villain in both right now is a little bit samey on them. And he was appropriately banned inside of Sanctum, allowing the texture of Sanctum games is the most different of any game mode they've ever added to Snap. I think is the best way I can put it, and why I think it's the best they've added, is it feels the most distinct. Was Werewolf good in Sanctum? He did have decent stats in Sanctum, yeah. He was playing a lot of the Guardian decks that were going around. Alright, so we're gonna Jeff, and then we're gonna Moon Girl, and obviously we're gonna draw She-Hulk next turn. It's gonna be glorious. I mean, all things considered, if I wasn't gonna draw She-Hulk, Miles is the next best, yeah.
I'm about to juice this up.
Oh, Miles staying one through the copy of Dream Dimension is great. I'm gonna play him out, so that way we have a chance to draw She-Hulk next turn. I don't think we can win the left now. This is +9 here. I don't think that's good enough. There's a chance we don't win the right either, but I don't think 27 is remotely enough on the left. You could play for the center. Could I? Oh, and I'm not even gaining 9 here because I'm losing Jeff the Baby Land Shark too. Alright, I'll limp, fine. Super smoked. God, even the reality's an extra kick in the dick too. It's been the 2025 motto, reality's just a kick in the dick. really needed a She-Hulk to copy up there so we could have enough stats. Miles is just not quite enough to get us across the finish line. I think asking for Sanctum to become a more permanent game mode is far more likely than for them to readjust the tech cards, I think. Asking for a game mode to be always on where the tech cards are just less brutal is a more realistic approach compared to hoping that they fundamentally change a core part of their game. Are there any good decks for Ajax? Yeah, Ajax has been, like, pretty consistently one of the better cards in the game for a little while. So now I gotta decide. I'm definitely quaking the Oscorp Tower, but it's a question of am I quaking it this turn or next turn? The upside to waiting to quake it is I can catch something here potentially. Yeah. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take my demon. Debris turns on Ant-Man. Someone write that down. Wasp is probably going to want to be made aware. I think we want to fill here so they can't clog us on the right. I think I want to just pass. How do they win the game? They have like Red Hulk or Gore and they win the left. Cannonball left gets us to. Yeah, okay. And someone in chat the other day asked if we were at a point where they should undo the White Widow rework, and I was just like, holy and truly, gamer, please, for the love of God, never go into game design. Just one of the... Marvel Sam's definitely a worse game when you run into Clog constantly. Should definitely be an archetype that's never numero uno. My opponent would never Killmonger by Sunspots, right? That would be rude. I was dead to Gore, and I was dead to Cannonball Narcolepsy, so I left the game. person's probably cooked here unless they can kill my sunspots.
Victory.
Oh, maybe they miscued the grog game mode. Yeah, it's possible. Morph, good call. That card's definitely better in high voltage. Alright, can we win the 50-50 here? That won the priority 50-50, so that lets me Red Guardian their shield, which is nice.
Opponent snapped.
I think they're gonna move the shield this turn. I'm gonna quake this over to here, I think. Yeah, I got him. And that Patriot location moves with the location. So they miss out on that. I didn't play Miles last turn because I felt they were almost assuredly moving the shield because of, I felt they're almost assuredly moving the shield because of, where the Patriot location was. Am I getting Viper on the left? C or C. If they punt the right, does this win the center? I think it does some of the time. It's a little bit of a game mode when I'm gonna take it. Because they have a bunch of Iron Patriot cards. They have like fours, fives, and sixes in their hand. I think they probably just play one of those into the center and they just give up extra building. Oh, I guess they're close on Shuri's Lab too, though. Like right, I'm gonna feel sad. Oh, I end up one short in the middle, yeah? I guess it's technically two short, because the tiebreaker, I would have lost the breaker. How many Kohori points did they get here? This 2. Wow. They got 3 of their 5 Kohori points into the location they needed. Rough. Alright, well, we finished! We finished cube positive and above a 50% win rate with this deck, which I think means I can stamp exceeds expectations on it. I was expecting to take this deck and delete it annoyed after a few games, so the fact that we were, like, relatively competitive felt reasonable. All of our bits and pieces came together nicely. We had good, reasonable disruption with Spider-Ham and Quake. Red Guardian and Armor also came up in spots. We had small rate numbers with She-Hulk. We got Moon Girl or She-Hulk and our Miles a few times, all in there. Armor was really good, both as a disruption on occasion and then also protecting your stuff. Any substitutions? You could play other cards that move themselves in the spots of Rocket and Groot and Jeff. So Nightcrawler or Nocturne, although Rocket and Groot's a good amount of stats. Red Guardian's just kind of a generic tech card. His only requirement is you want him to be able to play out proactively, so probably like a Luke Cage or a Mobius in there. At any rate, it is 20-5, so I am signing off for the day so I can go hang out with Haley. I'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna do some Pokemon Pocket to start. We're gonna play some Marvel Snap Trap up again. Peace, folks. Enjoy your Thursday wherever you're at. Why are you whining?
Because I want to go to the library.